So, Robert Costa, this is another sound and sight of the winner's side. The winner, President-elect Joe Biden, Vice President-elect Kamala Harris, they will be addressing the nation tonight at 7:30. Joe Biden making remarks that will include a comment that democracy prevailed, that democracy beats in the heart of all Americans, and that it prevailed over an attempted abuse of power by Donald Trump. It's one of the more frontal indictments of Donald Trump's conduct over the last 60 days. Robert Costa, any plans, or you think other than sort of live tweeting along, the White House has any grace notes or any concessions that they'll sound?
President Trump and his allies are closely watching the Republican Party because they know that some Republican leaders feel like they're a bit in a political corner. They know the political reality, the constitutional reality reflected here on MSNBC this afternoon. The Electoral College is moving forward with this process. President-elect Biden will be president of the United States. At the same time, because of those Georgia runoffs in early January, you could see President Trump nudge Republicans in the coming days to not rally around the idea of a President-elect Biden and instead try to wait until there's some kind of political gambit on January 6th. We'll have to see if President Trump's able to fulfill this ambition to have a January 6th showdown, or whether enough Republicans in the next few hours will stand up and say enough.
You know, Robert Costa, I've been part of autopsy efforts in the Republican Party. They famously ignored their autopsy and elected Donald Trump in 2016. Do you think that autopsy in this lost election, decisive defeat to Vice President, then Vice President, now President-elect Biden, do you think it will include any assessment of whether there's any exposure for a party being complicit? 126 members of the House of Representatives signed onto a lawsuit designed to disenfranchise the votes of 4 states. Some of them included votes for them. Is there any talk about damage that's been done by being viewed as being anti-democratic, as acting like autocrats from parts far away from the United States of America? Is there any shame?
I've gone around on this question, Nicole, and what makes this moment so different than 2013 when Reince Priebus, as Republican National Committee chairman at the time, commissioned that autopsy, is the political dynamics in the Republican Party have been upended. In 2013, when they did this autopsy after Romney's defeat, they were looking to, in a sense, say to the base, say to the grassroots conservatives, we need to be a little bit more centrist on issues like immigration. It was the party establishment talking to its grassroots, trying to pull them a bit toward the center. Now in 2020, the grassroots, the base, they own the party. President Trump owns the party. There's no real Republican establishment that's different, that's going to somehow have the political capital to speak to the grassroots and urge them in a different direction. So there's no real talk in the Republican Party right now about having some sort of autopsy. You'll hear voices in the coming months, like Governor Larry Hogan of Maryland, who may say, let's move to the center, but they're not dominant voices.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.